Folks, well, this is the first on this channel. Janet Jackson. Doesn't really matter. It's funny enough because we were like going through the songs of music videos. And for those of you that don't know, this channel was started because I just don't watch music videos. At least for, I mean, you know, I should clarify, K-pop music videos, yes, because I made a whole channel about that like over the last, well, goddamn, how many years are we into this?
12,000 years.
12,000 years, yeah. 12, yeah. Yeah, Rita, or the 12,000 years I'm free. Well, yeah, that's the music videos. Rita from Power Rangers, not Rita Ora. Funny enough, Rita Ora. But Janet Jackson, yeah. So there are more Janet Jackson music videos that I have watched, but there's still a lot that I have not, and I know this is one. Doesn't really matter. Nutty Professor. It's a movie I did see. I don't remember much of. I know there was Nutty Professor, Nutty Professor 2. You know, those are very, like when I was a child, so I can't.
Yeah. They're both. Well, the first. I don't want to say the second one is a remake, but yeah, the first one is a remake of a older, I think, 60s movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, this song, like, I'm a Janet Jackson fan. We're actually just trying to go through Janet Jackson videos that you haven't seen, and we landed on this one. But I chose this one because, you know, it's always like everyone's always talking about it every couple months on Twitter. The last couple music videos that we watch, I think this will go very well with our little time together today. Cinematography wise, set wise, graphics wise. And since we do Kylie and Madonna, Janet, for me, for a lot of us, is part of that little section of female pop stars and singers who started their career in the 80s and are still doing music now and are still touring and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, we gotta get on Janet Jackson. We gotta get on Janet Jackson. And there were other songs I wanted to, but you were like, yeah, I've seen this one. I was like, all right, but we gotta find one.
Oh man. Well, I guess with that said, does it really matter? Janet Jackson. Now the question is, have I heard the song? That will be the real question. But
I think definitely.
Yeah, okay. Heard the song. Listen, my sister is a massive Janet Jackson fan. So every time she'll just have it in the background. I haven't heard this song in so many years, bro. Yep. It's bro. Another song I didn't know there was a music video for. Bro, wasn't this also in Rugrats? I believe. I could be wrong, but.
And I can't believe you're mine.
People. Hey. All right, yeah, that transition was crazy. How funny it would be if that's actually Japan. After what we just watched. Hey, breakdown.
Oh, she's so fucking cool.
Oh man. Yeah, if my sister was here, like right now, she would be dancing this whole choreography. Oh man. Oh, the breakdown. Hey.
So fucking smooth.
Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Get up and show you that love is.
Hey.
Oh, that gave me chills. Wait a minute.
Oh man. Yep, and we taking it up octave. Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh, that last bit. That last bit.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The song was always gonna be a bop. The yeah. It's very funny, like just well, not even funny, it's just the memories start rushing back. Right, yeah. That's pretty much like, yeah, just like, damn, yo, I remember when the song came out, like I said, my sister jammed to it, and of course having the album, I'm pretty sure we got the vinyl. Like I said, my sister, everything, Michael, everything, Janet, seeing she went to see them in concert multiple times as well. My mom make sure she could see them in concert. Yeah, and I'm trying to remember what other show had this song other than Nutty Professor, but maybe that's just the Mandela effect taking over, and I'm just remembering it wrong. But yeah, you know, if this rumored Janet Jackson Kylie Minogue song happens, it is like, wow, yeah, that's I hope that's the song of the summer / well, won't be summer, but song of the year, you know, at that point when it drops, because summer's almost over. So I mean, even though it just began, it's almost over. So if they could drop this like now, like yesterday, you know, then we could be great. That'd be great.
I think, you know, I'll have a reason to live. That's kind of one of my like, I'm holding on. I'm holding on for this collaboration to be real.
Yes. But yes, 10 out of 10. Always love Janet, always will. Yeah.
And from a technical aspect, what are your thoughts on like the music video?
Because it's similar to some of the other music videos we saw. Because I mean, as we get more into the 90s as well, the technology really does take a step up, especially with the way that we do with the graphics in it. Like the transitions is probably my favorite part of the music video. The different types of transitions, especially the faders, as we would call it, and then knowing that these editing programs, like I said, back then it would still be way more difficult to do these transitions. Like nowadays, it, like, you know, you can have AI do these transitions, you can have regular like automated you know, to do these, but back then, no, all this stuff was like, bro, you had to be on it. Like, you know, that film degree mattered.
Yeah.
That film and editing degree actually mattered back then. Not that they don't matter, folks, nowadays. As a former person who was pursuing a film degree but dropped out. But not that they don't matter. You can still accomplish a lot with a film degree. On the editing side, there's just so many new programs that can teach you to do these things that there was no access to this back in the days. It took a lot. And this is where those jobs were in high demand. So cinematography wise, absolutely amazing. Like the transitions is what you're always going to. Transitions were big things back in the 90s. Not so much as a core focus nowadays, depending, well, in the US, I would say in the US market, for where hip hop and rap is like king of the world at the moment. It's not. It's very focal point. Well, I said the what we see. It's focused less on these high tech transitions. You see,
Mm-hmm.
K-pop would borrow a lot
Mm-hmm.
and utilize some of these styles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with that.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Right? They
Yep.
would formulate this style here, and this is why I think a lot of people who never got to experience or grew up with like a Janet or a Kylie or a Madonna, when they eventually got to the point of where they're a teenager to young adult, and they're like, well, the music that's coming from the US doesn't really vibe with them as much, but the music that's coming from another, say another country like a
Mm-hmm.
Japan or a South Korea that's starting to hit their wave of this style of music. But some of them are putting their own spin on it. Some of them are just taking it straight up, right? Um, but regardless of the fact, like that influence is what gave people, I guess you could say, a second prime of this type of music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the transitions, and of course, they had the caveat of having better technology
Mm-hmm.
to go along with it. So just seeing how things have gone along, because there was another Kylie Minogue video that we watched. I mean, there's a lot of them that we watched.
Mm-hmm.
But the one where she's in the spaceship, and she's like changing in the
Yes. Put
spaceship,
yourself
yeah,
in my
put
place.
yourself in my
Mm-hmm.
place, yeah. Like along the same graphics, and then can't get you out of my head. I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
if I look at can't get you out of my head, and I look at this music video, there I feel like
Mm-hmm.
they're probably around the same type of producers, or they had similar cinematic thoughts. But of course, one is way more lighter, and
Mm-hmm.
and then this one, it feels like a cyberpunk type of city sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
visual cues and cinematic cues on deck.
This definitely comes from the era of Y2K,
Yeah,
cyber reality, a cyber future. Um,
what people hope the future was
that
gonna
people
look
hope
like.
for, and now look at us now.
Look at us now.
Look at us now. Um, and a lot of the like digital tech art and fantasy of the late 90s, early 2000s
Yeah.
is well influenced. So like this Space Channel 5 is a video game, Space Channel 5. Um, the a lot of like electronic futuristic aspects of it. What we would think would be like a Neo Tokyo or a Neo Japan or a Neo China, a lot of those influences too. You see the influences from like video games of the time. Like I saw a lot of the graphic work here that reminded me of graphic work that I would see in like well better graphic work, but something like Final Fantasy 7
Yeah.
or Final Fantasy 8 and stuff like that. So it takes a lot of cues, and you talk about influence, and obviously this is influenced by heavily by Japanese pop culture,
Mm-hmm.
um, and just like the styling, the set pieces, uh, the billboards and the signages around the town that they're driving in. Yeah, this song is always gonna be a 10 out of 10. Put the smile on my face. I don't think dropped once.
Yeah.
Um, music videos a 10 out of 10 just based off of, like you said, just how technical the video is. Marrying practical effects and graphic effects with editing to
Mm-hmm.
tell the story of the song. And it's just such a beautiful piece of artwork.
Yeah.
Um, so we just watched Madonna's Bedtime Stories, and I'm thinking, I feel like the girl, but not even the artist. No, I'm not even blaming the artists at this
Mm-hmm.
point anymore. I'm blaming the directors. I'm blaming the companies. You girls don't got it no more. Like you guys aren't producing or putting together music videos like this anymore. There are some artists who are pushing for their artistic expression to be along these lines, but
Yeah.
like someone like Lady Gaga, and then uh Lady Gaga or like Beyonce, who incorporates these types of styles in her tours and in her shows, right? Yeah, I think it's styled so well. Janet's voice is just so lovely
Alluring.
and smooth and alluring. Like, oh, the way she's truly one of the greatest singers of all time and one of the greatest pop stars of all time.
Yeah.
And you know, um, yeah, I think like yeah, the kids need to get back and start watching her videography
Yeah.
again. Like really delve into it. I think a lot of the Black pop girlies are doing that, but I think
More.
we need like a refresher course all throughout the industry for what can be accomplished. Yeah, I think like the colors are great. The way it's shot. I don't know if this is for me, I don't remember if the video originally came out this way with the what is it? With the vertical format like that, with the
Hmm.
phone format. I can't remember, but seeing it that way, I'm just like, it truly is an experience. It makes everything so tight, and you have to focus on Janet, or you have to focus on the dancers, you
Yeah.
have to focus on the movement, the way the stage is. It's not like it's not shot in widescreen. I don't know what the ratio aspects is of this kind of thing.
16 9, or is it 916? One of
This
those
is
two.
why I love doing
Yeah.
this with you, because I don't know technical shit and you do. Yeah, just it's very like up close, personal, and seeing her exude the happiness of love and appreciating someone that you're really into, and also commenting how your partner feels about you too, and it's just a
Hmm.
joyous song. Yeah, great stuff. 10 out of 10 all around. I'm glad we watched this. This put me in a really good mood.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Yeah, yeah.
listen. Yo, like I've there's dream collaborations out there, so yeah, feed us the I'm just yeah, it's a wild collaboration, but I would love to see like some of the like standout pop stars from around the world.
Mm.
Like you get Janet, you get Kylie, you get Boa, you get some of
Mm-hmm.
in Japan there could be Yumi Hamazaki, or like you could get like all of these like pop queens from around the world and put
Yeah,
them on one stage. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why people aren't pushing that, considering how many of those artists that you just mentioned
Yeah.
are actually still
Yeah.
active
Active. Yep.
with their artistry.
And I would have them like literally the set would be like multiple thrones. And it's like all the thrones come up at the same time, not one at a time. I mean, you could do it one at a time, right? But
You know,
that
you
does
know what we
yeah.
should,
What's
you know what
that?
we should do?
What's
You know
that?
what we should do for our audience? We should have like a tournament of queens, of artists from the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Who you think should represent your country in
Yeah.
this video
Battle.
collab that's never gonna get made,
That's never
but in this
in this
collaboration that's never gonna get
in
made.
this Dragon Ball Tournament of Power style tournament. Yeah.
Yes, that they're all gonna be singing and like getting the power from everyone on
We should
Earth
do a
to
versus
blow us.
battle. Well, we should,
Like,
yeah,
oh, I don't want to do a versus because then
not a
that
versus,
tends to, yeah,
not a versus battle, but appreciation battle.
yeah,
You're like, all right,
because
yo, you
like,
pull on this bop, I got another bop. There's another bop.
yeah,
Yeah, bop for
truly,
bop.
because I don't know who would be like the Kylie Minogue of China. I don't know who's the
Yeah,
Kylie Minogue of France, right? I
yeah,
don't know who's the Janet Jackson of India. I don't know who
yeah,
the Janet Jackson is of Germany. I know Boa. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But like, I also know Boa because Boa also came out the same time like Britney Spears did.
yeah,
Like she is what my pop favorites are. What we're
yeah,
transitioning, and now I don't know the girls now.
yeah,
I don't know the girls now. I
yeah,
know some of the girls, but to me, I don't think I've connected with anyone the way I've connected with anyone before 2015.
yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Because if you ask a lot of
But
people, like, because I mean, it goes from like the pop and dance girlies, right?
mhm,
To then you get your power vocals, right? Because the
mhm,
power vocals change accordingly,
mhm,
because then it's like, and then you go into the most like popular singers now, and say in the U.S. And around the world. Like if you were to ask us for soloists, people would probably say still Taylor Swift or Beyonce, right? Because Beyonce will be more of the performing artist as well as singer. Yeah, Taylor Swift was a just pretty much singer. Then you go to different countries. If you go to Korea, people are like, all right, well, here's IU as your soloist, or here's a Ailey or Hyorin as a
mhm.
vocalist. And then it just keeps going on to different countries. And I mean, you know what? Let's throw them all in the
Yeah,
tournament of power.
truly.
Just throw like literally throw in this global tournament of power. They have to be a soloist right now.
Like
And then yeah.
like a Street Fighter, but
Yes.
instead of the girls boxing, they're
Yes.
singing.
Yo, don't give me ideas because I might develop a game that's like a roguelike
Like, who
as a
would be the
singer.
Guile? Who would be the Guile? And who is the Blanca?
Yeah.
In the, you know
Like
what I
not
mean?
like yeah, we gonna start making new games out here. I don't know if you heard of roguelike games before, but like those games, like literally, it's all right. You get a singer, and now you got to give them new abilities, with like these card abilities. All right, you just have some hardcore percussion right now. All right, you know what? We getting too sidetracked, folks. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Definitely more Janet will be coming to you guys, so definitely stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys for the next time. Like, subscribe, share. You already know. Doses.